Good morning, Year 4. Welcome to Monday's English lesson, where we are going to be learning more about conjunctions and developing our knowledge and understanding of them. The main examples which tend to be looked at within our work, within school, we're going to be exploring them within the next few slides. So we'll look at what a conjunction is and the two different groups that we're going to be focusing upon today. So what is a conjunction, first of all? I tend to think of a conjunction as being a word which links two ideas together. So it's there to kind of combine bits of information. It's used to connect words, phrases and clauses, so ideas within writing. There are lots of different examples within the English language. English is a very complex language, but some of the most common ones are and, or, but, because, for, if and when. Coordinating conjunctions. When we have looked at these within school, right from early on within schooling, we've looked at them as being fanboys, because if you were to lay these coordinating conjunctions out, they can spell out the word fanboy. So that's a little trick for remembering what those words are. The example sentence could actually be made into two sentences. So, my cat loves having his tummy tickled, but he hates getting his claws trimmed. It could actually become two sentences. So it could be, my cat loves his tummy tickled, sentence 1. He hates getting his claws trimmed, sentence 2. The sentences have been joined together using a coordinating conjunction. It enables both sentences to be combined so that the information flows instead of being two short sentences. It can be extended within one piece of information. So an example, I've used myself within this example so that it's something that everybody can understand. So my name is Sarah, that's sentence number 1. My sister is called Vicky, that's sentence number 2. These sentences could be conjoined by choosing a suitable coordinated conjunction. I've selected and because I think that one works the best for this particular example. So my name is Sarah, comma, and my sister is called Vicky. The single sentence flows better, the information is related, so it works to have it within one main sentence. Subordinating conjunctions. This is slightly different in terms of how it is used. So the example sentence that's on the screen contains two pieces of information. However, the second part of the sentence isn't as important as the first part. So the first part could stand alone as its own sentence. So Bella repainted her bedroom could be a sentence on its own. It has a verb in it, so therefore it can work in its own right as a sentence. She didn't like pink anymore doesn't really make sense without it being connected with the first part of the sentence. You kind of want to know why she didn't like pink anymore, because otherwise the sentence, it doesn't really make any sense. So the use of the subordinating conjunction means that the sentence can be extended to include more information. So it goes from Bella repainted her bedroom as a simple sentence to Bella repainted her bedroom because she didn't like pink anymore. So it just enables you to extend that idea a little bit more. So an example here. So Greg stayed behind after school because he had a detention. The main clause or idea in the sentence is that Greg has had to stay behind. We then, in the second part of the sentence, get the reason why Greg had to stay behind, and it's that he had a detention. So that subordinating conjunction of because gives you the ability to extend that sentence, add more information to it, just to give you more detail. Subordinating conjunctions are really interesting because they can actually go at the beginning of a sentence as well. They don't always have to go within the middle of it. So they give you that flexibility with your writing structure. Today's work, it'll help you get to grips with conjunctions a little bit more. So there's 2 pages for it. They are both within one Word document on this week's learning page. So you'll just need to find that. It's just listed as English on Monday. So the first page, I've suggested that you use a colour pencil for doing this, just because I always find colour is really helpful within a lot of our learning. So part A for this, you need to use a colour pencil to underline the conjunction that's within each of the sentences. So read the 8 sentences and you need to underline which the conjunction is within each of those. That's all you need to do for the first part. The second part is choose a conjunction from one of the sentences above and use it to enable you to write your own sentence. And you've got 3 sections there that you can write on. So that's telling you that I want 3 good quality detailed sentences. Now, when we're doing our writing, you need to remember that I have an expectation that there is cursive handwriting, that you don't forget your capital letters and your full stops. So make sure that those basics that are a non-negotiable within school are still incorporated within your writing at home. And then the third part that I've asked you to do says, can you now write some of your own out on paper? Be creative with your ideas. So you can refer to where we've talked about coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions to write your own. I would say that they're a minimum of 3 sentences for that particular point. Within the next part of today's English, you have got 2 columns of information. So you've got the left side and you've got the right side. The left side are a main clause. So they would be bits of information that could stand on their own as a sentence. Okay, so they are your main clauses, each of them there on the left. On the right, you have subordinating clauses. So the bits of information that kind of only work if they're connected to one of the other pieces of information. So what I'd like you to do is, using a coloured pencil or a pencil and a ruler so that it's done neatly, is I would like you to join up one of the main clauses on the left, to one of the subordinating clauses on the right. So you should be able to connect them all up together so that you create sentences which make sense. So that's the top part of this activity. The second part is, I would like you to then have a go at writing 3 of your own. So choose one of the main clauses and then extend it using a subordinating conjunction and a subordinating clause of your own. You've got real scope to be creative here, so have a look at them. So, for example, Jeremy ate his food quickly because he wanted to get outside to play football. Okay, so think about how you are going to extend these sentences. Make them funny if you want to, that's absolutely fine, but be creative with them. And I would again have the expectation that it's cursive, it's neat. Think about those letter shapes, those letter sizes. If you need help with spelling, remember to ask someone at home to give you a hand with that, but have a try first. Make sure that you send your work in from this for today to me so that I can have a look through, see what you've done and see if it makes it onto the Fab 5 in readiness for tomorrow. Good luck with this today, Year 4, and I can't wait to see what you manage to do. Thank you.